Hello there, beautiful souls. So, doing the weekly energy message today, and just before I started to pick the crystals, I had Hallelujah come through as a need to play while I was recording the weekly energy message. And the reason why I felt I needed to bring this through today was because I feel like there's a big hallelujah, like we've just gone through this huge positive intent of the new moon on the 23rd of June, and then we're moving into our next phase for the new moon. So we've had our full moon release on the 9th of July, and now we're moving into our next intent. So I felt like I needed to have that playing in the background. And so I had put together this gorgeous oil pastel picture the other day, and I felt like it needed to be the centerpiece of this weekly energy message. And I've just got this beautiful candle that my friend made from the Bees, BEESKNNEEZ collective. So find her on Facebook. She uses, I'm trying to get a good picture, she uses beeswax, and it's just gorgeous. All I can smell is like this beautiful honey smell. It's just so beautiful. So I felt like, holding the candle up, a vigil to self, a vigil to others, a vigil to global energy, individual energy. So that's at the top of my tree. At the bottom of my tree is, I felt like all the crystals today needed to be very spiritually specific. So rose quartz, shaman crystal, celestite, clear quartz, amethyst, and then the Palo Santo for grounding, but spiritual shamanistic grounding. So not in the sense of the sage where we cleanse our space. It's more a real need to connect with that woody smell and that woody feeling. So I'm just going to look at my cards now and just see what comes through. So I'm going to pick the cards, and then I'll do a bit of a talk about what the cards are wanting us to focus on. All right, so we've got strengthen your connection to the divine. And what's Archangel Michael going to bring today? Detach from the situation. Soul cards. Yeah, so shaman card. Just going to see what the Circle of Life cards bringing through today. Okay. Knave of Swords. And then I've got the liquid crystal. Okay, individualization. And I feel like I need to pick one more. So I'm just going to pick from my other soul cards deck. Just going to move my Circle of Life down. Okay, beautiful. All right. Okay, so just got to get I'm just going to see if the crystals need to go anywhere. Yep, so strengthen to the divine. Celestite can go up there. Rose quartz, I'm going to put here. I'm going to put amethyst up here. Clear quartz. Shaman crystal. Wow, I actually picked the perfect amount of crystals to sit around in the grid. That's very interesting. Okay, so firstly I'm going to go with the color card. So strengthen your connection with the divine. Okay, so Pearl. Pearl is a special shade of white which calms, purifies, and promotes faith. It allows you to flow with life and connect to your divine nature. It's a colour of personal integrity, truth, loyalty. It brings clarity, peace, and harmony into your life. To strengthen your divine connection, visualize pearly white light. So this card is saying to use pearl as a color visualization, and just allow yourself to breathe in a pearly white light and clear your mind, and move as you move the color from your head to your toe. Just release the density and heaviness from your body. So watch the heaviness and density of your body just move away from your body and out into the universe. And allow yourself to focus on purity, clarity, and divine connection between your body, mind, emotions, and soul. And when you are feeling that divine light truly come in and cleanse your body, say, Divine Spirit, I ask you to surround me with your healing light. Please strengthen my connection to the divine. Allow me to be connected to your love and light and feel connected to your love and light. So breathe in this beautiful pearly white light and feel its fullness pouring into your soul until you feel whole. And in that space, just feel loved, connected, and full of light. So that's a really beautiful connection. And I know that, we've just been through this really big release of the full moon. I think it's really important to make that connection again, because in that space where you start to feel really disconnected, and it's happened for me as well. This time I had a really big release. I just felt like, what's the point? I felt really down, detached. It was really important to, I didn't force myself to meditate, but now that I'm in the space that I can, I will do it. So it's about letting that, that rest time to happen and allow it to flow. All right, so the next card is detached from the situation. So this card is saying, Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere around me and within me and around the situation. So this card is about saying, okay, there's been something happening in your life you haven't been able to see from it objectively. This card indicates it's time to step back and obtain a bigger view of the picture. This card is saying to detach from the surrounding emotions, and Archangel Michael will help you and guide you in depersonalizing the experience so you don't take offense at others' behavior. This will prevent you from reacting defensively. Your actions will stem from love and wisdom. Give yourself permission to take time away, take time out from the people involved. You don't need to know the solution right now, as the angels are taking care of the details. What's important for you is to access a sense of inner peace, a feeling that will lead to new and helpful insights. So you can ask Archangel Michael to come in and clear your energy, to help you leave an unhealthy situation, to help you be compassionate and send love to where you need to. And the lesson in that one is something that I've been learning a lot lately, is about in that space where you feel like you're emotionally reacting to somebody else, to an experience, to a situation where it doesn't feel like it's your fault, but it's not, it feels unfair. Send love and put the intention that it will be resolved, and journal, do what you need to, do some art, meditate, whatever it is, so that you can feel the stillness and not feel that reaction that the energy is provoking and your energy is allowing. And that is really important. So the amethyst is our spiritual connection, so third eye chakra. So cleanse your third eye chakra is really important at this time. Focus on a meditation. I've got a beautiful meditation up on YouTube. If you look up YouTube and Holistic Adventure, it's just a chakra cleansing, grounding, and it can help just to clear your chakras as they constantly need to be cleansed. And then we have that interpretation of where the spiral goes for us and what it's doing. And this meditation will do that. So if you're feeling like your third eye needs a bit of a cleanse, head on to YouTube and get that free meditation. Okay, so the soul card, I'm just going to move it just so there's like lots of light. The soul card in this, I can see, and feel the third eye. So relevant if you can look at it either that way or that way, the third eye. And, there's a face as well. So it looks like there's a traumatic event, situation, something that's caused emotional reaction. And I feel, you know, the black is like the shadow self. So working through that shadow self, and then the red bits are, or the orange bits are, you know, that grounding space within that shadow self. And if you've watched my videos previously, I have talked about the shadow self and using shadow self meditation, which can be really important to be guided into the shadow self, because we need to work with our shadow self and heal our shadow self to be able to work with our light self. So I can really see how that is interpretive of that way. Circular spirals as well, chakra. I use a lot of spirals in my work, and I always have, and in a lot of my art. And it constitutes, you know, our spiral of life. So yeah, really awesome soul card for that one. Okay, so next it's the clear quartz, and I'm getting through like a clarity kind of sense. And it also works with this gorgeous liquid crystal card as well. And I'm just feeling, you know, a cleansing. And the clear quartz about cleansing. And I'm just looking at what this card means. It says individualization. And this card is saying that this is about a spark of universal mind. Feel your fire burn bright. Link all that you are into unconditional love and enter into action. The time has come to accept your part in the creation of the new earth and journey into oneness. I will await you at our home within your heart. And this card also represents let the spirits of your past live in you and deliver your future through self-love, realized personal power, and the dictation of divine wisdom. You step up now upon the path home. And the affirmation is, my path is clear. I am the spark of the infinite flame. And this is about the heart chakra, the third eye, crown, and solar plexus, working those together. And also talks about the keywords are individuality, activation of true life pathways, heart and crown chakra communication, soul path, service, new children of the light. Actually talks about violet ray of colour. So we're talking about the new earth energy, but also like the sensitivity of us rising. So the souls who are here in a soul purpose of sensitivity and empathic space rising. And it says on there like about autism, which I truly believe that autism is an evolved state with almost a star children. There's something about, you know, the energy that is just so pure, and without that emotional tether, essentially, and the reactive tether. So that, you know, a neurotypical would experience. So that's really interesting that came through. Beautiful purple colour with that as well. I'll just get into the light. That might be a bit better. There we go. With some really beautiful green tinges as well. I just love the symbology of these cards. And just feel the symbology moving through. And, you know, soul path purpose, it is a big part of my work. With not just the Pelawa energy healing, but also the vision board workshop that I have available. I work a lot with the soul path, and also the meditation workshops that I run in person. Was running in Melbourne, now running in Adelaide, and possibly Melbourne as well if you're interested. I actually have a really beautiful soul path workshop where we do a really gorgeous meditation, do some sound healing, and then move with some intuitive art to guide you on your purpose. And, you know, this stuff comes when you're ready. It comes when you're ready to open your journey up. And it's also the time. So the global energy is really saying, okay, it's time. And if you're feeling a push towards what you're doing at the moment, either voluntarily, job-wise, or just life-wise, it's going to really blow up at you and say, okay, this is not right for you. And so it is about connecting internally to go, okay, where am I best suited? And we often do need guidance for that. So if you're interested in some guidance for that, please let me know. I can move my workshop online as well if you're interested in, you know, spending a small amount to be able to get some really beautiful guidance on that. So I think it's going to be something that's going to come up even more. we're going to really start to connect into that soul purpose space. So I've got the shaman crystal here. I just love this crystal, the Lodolite. It's got a gorgeous little garden inside. And this crystal is really connecting to the shaman in all of us, the nature connection, so getting out into nature, and the grounding of the Palo Santo is definitely getting out into nature, and touching trees and connecting with trees. Okay, so the next card is the Knave of Swords, and this card comes through when the Page of Swords, and this card comes through when we have a really awesome new venture or idea, but we're not sure how to make the enthusiasm last, and that is the challenge for this card. So I know energetically, as the shifts happen more and more, and they are happening like every few days, as you connect more and more to the moon phases as well, we start to really shift with the moon, set our intent and release. It can be a real physical experience. So it's about going with the flow with that and doing the ups, doing the downs and experiencing them. So this card is saying that you are going to experience those ups and downs. Be wary of them and take care of yourself, because in that time of having the up, you're going to feel really energetic, talkative, and wanting to, get a lot out, and then you'll have those down moments, and to allow that to happen. But also to keep the enthusiasm up. So you're here for a reason, and to remember that. So it might mean putting some art up on the wall. I'm going to put my beautiful trust picture up on the wall so that I can remember to trust in the process, trust in my experience, that I am a human, with a spirit and a soul, that I do have DNA that transcends, and I'm here for a reason, and we all are. We're all here on earth for a reason, for whatever reason, just to move through this cycle and then move out and be where else we need to be as beautiful light beings that we are. So keep that enthusiasm going for your soul purpose, because you are so important to being here. And just a beautiful rose quartz. I feel like this is like a grounding space. So we've got our soul card here. Where's the sun gone? Connect to ancestors, connect to earth, connect to nature, connect to self. So if you meditate, I don't know whether you have meditated to someone before, but call in ancestors, call in connections to give a message, pass on a message, or call them into your dreams. That's what I do, and that's the best way that I get messages through, in that unconscious realm or subconscious realm, depending on when they want to come through. But often just before bed, I'll just do a bit of a meditation and call in my ancestors and say, what are the messages that I need for my purpose? Or you might do it in the morning before you start your day, call them in just to see what you can do for that day. I love this card. I just love the leaves on it, and a beautiful, almost like a yoni cave, and like an amethyst cave, and then you've got your sacral colouring around it, or your solar plexus, creativity, and then just your really beautiful grounding of earth, and your connection to ancestors. And with the rose quartz, I feel like there's a grounding there, so between connection to ancestors and then connection to self and new idea, venture, whatever it is for you in life. The rose quartz is like that grounding. So either meditating on pink, or if you've got a rose quartz, meditating on that. Yeah, so what a cool message. If you are interested further on what I do, please check out the links that I have sent you as a part of this message, because I am conducting a Awaken Your Passion workshop in Melbourne on the 6th of August, which coincides with the next full new moon of intent. So it's really powerful, and the next 5 months are really powerful. That's why I suddenly realized I needed to start getting some weekly energy messages out there, because we are just shifting so much that it's really important to get that guidance at the time that we need it. So yeah, if you're interested in that, if you're interested in a tarot reading, let me know. And Pelawa energy sessions as well, in person in Adelaide and online. And also my workshops. I run workshops. I have sound healing packages or sound healing meditations and things like that on one of my Thinkerific sites. So if you're interested in any of that, please let me know, because I can definitely pass that information on to you. And I'm always up for chatting about, the energy or what's happening. So if you ever feel like you want to give me feedback on any of that, please do. I'm happy to connect in that way. I absolutely love connecting deeply and having those conversations. Beautiful. So I'm going to leave it there, and I will definitely talk to you soon. Many blessings to you.